You know, I love painting flowers, and tomorrow we are going to try and do it. It's inspired by Miroco Machiko, who is a contemporary artist, a Japanese artist. I love her work. I think we'll be able to play with everything you've learned so far, you know, with color, composition, brushstroke. I just think she provides tons of inspiration about how we might paint the flowers I'm going to bring in tomorrow night. Even if you want to bring in an old painting that to finish, maybe you could find a way to drop a flower in the background or on the table or somewhere. You don't have to, but I just think for anyone who wants to, I'm going to bring in flowers. Um, and her colors are just amazing. Maybe someone will be inspired by her palette, like these all cool. She just does these amazing red backgrounds, and I love this one where the animals are hidden. So yeah, here's the things you can play with flowers. You can play with color. An amazing Nigerian American artist named Njideka Kunili Crosby, who I love. Her palette is just so wonderful. They're so beautiful, and I'm inspired by them. You could do monochromatic. You could do dark black background with really light flowers. You could do like Monet, who used these rich greens, beautiful gray backgrounds, lots of hot whites, really dreamy black backgrounds. You know, he loved his black. Oh, that's a duplicate. But there's all sorts of ones you can do. You can do very dreamy. You could do like the water lilies and do mainly cool colors and then pops of warm to draw our attention. You could do like Botero, do just an absolutely wild one. You could do like Paul Klee, where it's these muted. You could really simplify it. Yeah, there's just endless palettes you could do. Bright. You could be true to the colors you're seeing. You could do very subdued. You can also experiment with your marks, like these amazing Picassos I love so much. You could be very abstracted almost, really bold. You could do something simple like this outline. You could be inspired by early botanical painters who just did beautiful lines, or more like a close-up. You could do pop arty. You could do anything you want. And you could insert your flowers as a part of a story, like these Fairfield Porter lilacs in the middle of a breakfast. Or Chagall always used flower. You had flowers often the centerpiece, but there was so much going on. Symbolism, mysticism. Look at that amazing palette. Someone should do that. Yeah, so we're going to find inspiration in some of these. Look at that. So, I mean, I know he gets ripped on, but he was great. Composition and space. So you can find inspiration in Van Gogh's flowers. He was such great at composition. He always knew exactly where to add tension in a corner. Yeah, and look at these. I think these are these are Henry Rousseau. Sorry. Or this Russian artist, last name is Pinchenchenko. You could do something like that. This is Milton Avery, very simple. And here's just a few more flower painters I love. And if you've taken the class before, you've seen Charlie Harper. Just fills the page. Look at that. And the repetition, you could do repetition, you could simplify. These are really beautiful. And Mary Faden was a British artist who also kind of added props. You could certainly, if you've started something you really like and you want to go back to it in one of the still lifey things, you could certainly go in and add flowers into it. Like, look at that beautiful seascape, and then the flowers next to the Guinness bottles. She was great. And great palette. Maybe you want to do all hots with some black. Really beautiful palettes. Lois Dowd, who we've looked at before with, she does windows, but she does you could do the back of a flower. You could just flowers are an amazing excuse to observe the world, and as an artist, that's kind of your job. So if you want to just do an up close and personal, like George O'Keeffe, you can hold one flower the whole class and paint that. Or you could do and look at that palette, you could do the muted, 90s. Or you could do like Alex Katz, where you really turn these into geometric, simplify them to their most basic shapes. And look at those leaves, just perfect. Again, look at a palette. Someone steal from all these palettes so I can enjoy looking at them. So simple. Chris Ophelia, this is what I was thinking someone could do. If you really don't love one of your canvases, bring it in and paint. Look at what he's painted the flowers over. Or you do like a thinner layering of flowers over it, which would be amazing. Hilary Peckus just does really beautiful graphic pops of warm colors in like a sea of green. Really beautiful. Jonas Wood is very famous for his plant paintings, but I think these could be counted as flower paintings too. You could do this beautiful dark muted color combo. Yeah, so I will be bringing in flowers. I can't believe it's our last class. I'm so sad. I'll bring in some bubbly. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.